Okay, what just happened just now? How did we get to this moment?
I saw you pass by. You asked me if you can interview me,
Yeah.
and
Can you speak up a little bit louder?
yeah. You were passing by and you asked me if you can interview me, so here you
Right.
are.
So why did you say yes to the interview?
Well, I was curious, you know.
It's curious?
I have
Okay.
time.
Thank you. Thank you for your time. How do you feel about your feet?
I'm sorry?
How do you feel about the subject matter, actually?
Oh, okay. Pretty neutral.
Pretty neutral?
Yeah, I don't mind any.
You don't mind it? How do you feel about your feet?
They're fine.
They're fine?
Yeah.
How do you feel about guys that like women's feet?
I mean, as long as you're not, like, I guess, forcing yourself on others
Mm-hmm.
to make them like that.
Yeah.
I don't mind if I'm with someone I like and they like me. I wouldn't mind that.
Okay. All right. So, have you ever been given a compliment about your feet before?
Yeah, I have.
You have? From
Yeah,
a guy or from a girl?
both.
From both. How do you feel when you get a compliment about your feet?
Happy.
Happy?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. What do they say about your feet that makes you happy?
Oh, that they're small. They're kind of. They're just tiny.
You're tiny? What size
Yeah.
shoe?
I wear a 4
A
in
four?
Linehan. Yeah.
Oh, wow. So you probably buy kids' shoes, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're lucky. You get to save a lot of money. Okay, can we see your feet close up?
Sure. I feel a bit uncomfortable.
You do? Why?
Yeah, well, I don't usually get anyone asking me to smell them.
To smell your feet? That's the first time you ever had anybody
Yeah.
ask you? All right, so why would it make you feel uncomfortable? It's
Well,
unfamiliar, right?
it's unfamiliar, yeah.
Okay, so that's the only reason why?
hmm
Would you try it as a new experience?
Smelling other people's
No,
feet?
me smelling your feet.
Sure.
So I can smell your feet then?
I mean, I guess.
Okay.
I just came from work,
It's
so
all right.
I'm a bit embarrassed.
Don't worry about it. Don't be embarrassed about it. I'm not embarrassed. Let's do this foot first. What was the first time me smelling your feet? Why did you say yes? Why did you go from no to yes?
Mm, well, I guess I do give into like peer pressure a bit.
Oh, you felt I was peer pressuring you?
No, not much, but I was also kind of curious.
You were curious.
Yeah.
And okay, now that it's done, did it satisfy your curiosity?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, that was very good. So one more question. It's going to be the weirdest thing. Can I lick your foot?
No. It's a
Why
bit
not?
more intimate.
That's more intimate?
Yeah.
Okay. Why is that more intimate than smelling your feet?
Well, because
And what's wrong with intimacy?
I'm not comfortable with intimacy with like a stranger.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what's the worst thing that could happen from a stranger being intimate with a stranger?
Um, I guess getting attached.
Getting attached?
Getting
You think me licking
attached.
your foot would attach you?
No, not like that. I meant like something way more intimate. Like,
What do you mean?
like,
All right, let me rephrase it. What's the worst thing that could happen from me being a stranger right now, licking your foot for like 5 seconds?
the worst thing?
Yeah.
Mm,
You said it's intimate, but like, what's the worst thing that can happen from an intimate act like that right now in this moment, in the present moment?
well, nothing except that I'm gonna be like, I don't know. It's a bit weird for me.
It's weird.
Yeah.
I mean, the smelling of your feet was weird. So, what separates those two? Is that a weirdness that you can accept and cope with?
Yeah.
You can cope with it?
The smelling the feet?
No, the licking of your feet.
Oh,
Is it something you can cope with?
I don't know. I don't think so. Cause like, it's with your mouth.
Yeah, but if it's never happened to you before, how do you? Because your first reaction to the smelling was no, but then you said yes. Nothing bad happened. It just happened.
Yeah.
So licking your feet is just another act.
That's true, but I just think that it's a lot more back to it.
For you or for me?
For both, like for you.
For you, well, I mean, I probably would. Let me see. I only lick like the arch part, because that's probably like the cleanest, the part where you don't step on.
That's true.
That's what I would go for. And like I said, I like the ring, and that's it. So can we do it? So we get real quick.
I don't know. I'd like have to go to class right now.
So say yes or no.
No.
All right. So wrapping things up, what did you think about this experience, this interview?
It was cool, interesting.
It was cool and interesting.
Yeah.
I really couldn't get into the mental health aspect of it because I know you're in a rush. I wanted to explain to you the background of like DBT. It's a form of therapy to help people get over anxiety and like facing your fears and basically just if you are anxious about something, you're supposed to confront that fear, what's making you anxious, and to expect something positive to happen, not something negative. So I go through these exercises to see, where at one point do you get uncomfortable and you want to stop. Then I ask you, what's the worst thing that can happen? That's what they ask you to see if you're able to get out of your comfort zone. Because the whole purpose is to get the most out of life, to experience new experiences and to always have a positive outlook and think that something positive is going to happen out of it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So, yeah, you stopped at me licking your feet. So, you can't think of like a positive outcome of that happening. Because I've done this before. I've done this with many, many women, and it's interesting. I get a wide variety. That's why I like interviewing different women because people are different. I'm always curious to see like why you want to like stop a new experience. Why is always a negative outcome that might happen, not a positive? You know? Yeah. Do you think you can elaborate on why you can't think of a positive outcome?
Why?
Yeah.
Not sure. Just I've never like talked to like someone, or I've never had someone ask me any of that, and I've never been intimate with a stranger. Never hugged a stranger. Never like I don't know. It's just really out of my comfort zone.
Okay. No worries. Is there anything about the interview that could have been better? You have any recommendations or suggestions that could have made the interview more pleasant?
No, it's pretty.
Was the interview a pleasant experience?
Yeah, it was. Got me out of my comfort zone.
Got you out of your comfort zone? All right, then. Well, thank you very much. Take care.
Thank you. You
All right,
too.
bye.